I'm Aaron Goldstein. I'm here with Mark Hemstreet, the CEO of the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce, and our first guest, Andrew Hoskins from Express Employment Professionals.
Yeah, welcome and thank you for joining the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce on another beautiful Saturday morning. I'm here with Andrew. We are talking about Express Employment Professionals. So tell me a little bit about Express Employment Professionals. What do you do and who do you serve? Andrew.
Hi, thank you for having me today. And so Express Employment Professionals, we're a staffing agency and we have over 800 franchises around the world actually, so we're international now. And so Express, our primary goal and mission is to help people find jobs, and then also we like to help businesses find the right employees.
Nice. So which side do you start on? Do you find an employer that needs employees? Or do you find employees that need employers?
Usually we get a lot more people applying with us, so we actually start with the employees, and what we do is we bring them in, we interview them, and we see their resumes, and we figure out what type of job is best going to fit them. So what we can do when we go, my job on a day-to-day basis, I'm out doing the marketing, I'm meeting with prospective clients, and what I can do is, I have these associates with the skills, and I basically seek out employers that will fit their skills. So I'm able to, really, meet face-to-face with people who are going to be doing the hiring, decision makers, and that's how we can help people find jobs, is because we're directly connecting with the business owners and the people who do the hiring.
Nice. And then when you have the employees, or the job seekers, I should say, that come into you and you're going over their resumes, so now are you helping polish up the resumes? Are you helping them to kind of toss a few things in their toolbox, social skills and interviewing skills?
Yeah, absolutely. So we like to really help them, because our employees, so we interview them initially, and then when they go, we send them to the prospective client, and they're going to interview there. So what we do is we like to really work with them on what to expect in their interview, how they can really help benefit themselves. We look at their resumes, and we really just we try to fix resumes. If they have any mistakes, we like to really we want to make it as professional as possible, because it's our goal to be able to take that employee and have them ready so they can interview well, and that employer is going to want to hire them.
Nice. So do you also provide, or do you suggest, or do you help them if they need, do you do like a typing test and send them, and do you have places that you can recommend if they need to increase their typing skills?
Yes, absolutely. So we like to really work with them on skills, and we have programs where we can see how far along they are. Say, for example, like Microsoft Office, which is a pretty common thing you might have to use in the workplace, and we can see how far they're along in that, and then we can help them there. So we really, we like to look at their skills, and we really try to, find a job that's going to fit their skills. Also, another thing is we really want to find a job that they would like. That's a big thing, because, people, if you don't like your job, odds are you're not going to stay there. So that's a big thing, is we want to help people not just find a job, but find a job they're going to like, and find a job that they're going to be able to be there long term. That's our goal, is long-term employment.
Well, absolutely. I mean, and word of mouth is best ways of marketing. If you have someone that comes in as an employee, and you find them the right job, when they have a friend that's looking for employment, we know first thing you're going to say is have you heard about Express Employment Professionals, because they really helped me on my job. So I could definitely see how that makes a huge impact on your business.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do. We get a majority of our people are actually referrals. So we have somebody who comes in, applies with us, we find them a job, they refer somebody else, and we also do referral bonuses for the employees. So if somebody comes in, and they bring somebody in and we find them a job, they'll get a referral bonus, which is really cool. And we get a lot of our stuff is referrals. Social media has been really huge for us. So, but yeah, our ultimate goal is to really help businesses find the right employees, and we want to keep jobs local, because we have so many people who come in and they're having to commute to Los Angeles. They're going to have to spend hours commuting, hours away from their family, and they're going to make almost the same amount of money staying here. So that's our big goal, is to really, it's helping the community. When you're helping people find jobs, you're helping the community, you're helping people, you're helping business owners, you're helping keep jobs local, which is what our goal is.
Cool. So so we talked about this, but half of what you're doing is the job seeker. Having a job seeker come in, and then fitting them into the right job going out. The other half of your whole business is really the employer. So if you're a business owner or manager and you need to find a good employee, someone that has the right skill set you're looking for, someone that you think will be a long-term asset to your company, why do they want to use you? How are we going to make this good for the company? What do you save the company, and what are the pros?
Okay, so a lot of business owners, they have a business and they also have to do the hiring. We work with a lot of small businesses where I'm dealing directly with the business owners, and it's really difficult to find. The big thing is finding the right employee. It's not just about finding employees; it's about to find somebody who's the right employee, who's going to fit in. So one of our big things we do is we like to do. We call it a culture fit. So we go in there and we meet the people that are working there now, and we try to find the person who's going to fit in there with that company, because it's going to create a much better asset that's going to be there long term. Business owners, they have to put so much focus into finding an employee, and it takes away from what they are doing. So that's a big thing. That's all we do. That's our job. Is basically we're like a human resources department. And the cool thing with us is what we do basically is we have an associate, and then we contract them out to that business for a period of time. That's how it goes. And then at the end of that period, our goal is to have them transition over to that other company, and they'll become a full-time employee there. So, our big thing is, finding culture fits, finding the right employees that are going to be there long-term, and we can, it allows business owners to be able to focus on their business while we do the hiring for them. And the cool thing is we cover, we're responsible, we take away the liability, we cover workman's comp, which is a huge thing for business owners, that can, be very costly. So we're taking away the liability that they might have, and, we can really, we're flexible, we're able to, find the right employees, and we're able to move things around. Sometimes we'll get an employee who, doesn't like the job they're at. So, that's fine. And we really, what we'll do is we'll take them back and say, hey, what type of job do you want? And we'll find them the job that they want. So the big thing is just finding employees that are going to be there long term, because that's one of the biggest struggles for business owners, is to find the right employees. It's not, you find an employee, okay, but they don't fit, and it costs you so much time, so much money, especially if you have a job that you have to train somebody. And if they're there a month, they don't work out, then you have to start over again. So it's
Right.
it's cost effective.
Turnover is a huge expense for corporates.
And absolutely, and businesses, it takes away. That's a big thing, is we want to be there to find the right employees that are going to fit, and we everything is built around that business. We work with them, and we're very flexible, and we're able to find the right employees. And another big thing is, I want to sell the employee on that company. So let's say, this is what's going to happen if you work for this amount of time. There's a chance you can become a full-time employee with this company, and these are the benefits of working with that company. So we're selling the company to our employees. And that, it's a big thing, because, we want people to have something to look forward to. It gives you that motivation to, to show up every day to work hard.
Right. So typically, how long do you suggest that a company contracts with you as an employee?
It varies. Our typical time is about 4 months. It's going to be 4 to 6 months. And, the benefit for businesses is it gives them time to evaluate that employee. And
Right.
it's a time where they can see if this employee is going to fit. And, if it doesn't, then, that's fine, and, we can find somebody else for that position. And that's the big thing is, we want to find people that are going to fit long term, and it makes things easier for, business owners. Yeah, we also do, we do different types of hiring. So we have, temporary labor. So basically, we are able to, if a company needs somebody for a day, we can have them go for a day. So our minimum is 4 hours. And it doesn't matter, we can fit the person. We'll get companies who say, I need somebody for 6 hours tomorrow, and we can fill it right away.
Nice.
So you don't have to go and, worry about that. And we're able to fill positions usually within a day or two.
Right.
And
It's also helpful if someone goes on maternity leave or family leave or something of that nature, where they don't want to hire another employee, but they can call you and get a temp employee for that period, knowing, and that employee knows too that it's a temporary position for 8 weeks or 10 weeks, whatever it is. Correct?
Correct, yeah. So that's another thing we do is, say somebody's going to go on vacation for a week, we'll get some business owners where it's just, they need somebody to come and watch their office for a week, and we can do that. And you don't have to worry about, going and finding somebody and doing, if you want to do, we do background checks, we verify information. You know, we can do drug testing. So we can have all that done. So we do everything that comes with, you know, having to hire an employee, and we're done. And if you need somebody the next day, we can say, here you go, there you go, and they're there.
Cool. So working with small businesses here in the Antelope Valley, what would you say are probably the top benefits for the business to use you to bring in new employees?
You know, I think the big thing is, you know, my wife and I own this business, and, you know, we've lived in the Antelope Valley for our whole lives, so we're really invested in the community. You know, we're here, and, you know, our job is to really keep jobs here and help local small businesses. And, you know, a lot of times when you'll deal with, you know, bigger companies, and they, you know, they may have a representative that you have to deal with that's in a different state, a different city. With us, you're dealing directly with the business owner. So I am directly invested. I'm there every day. I have a great staff, and, you know, they're very experienced in staffing. So it's just, it makes it, you know, we're a really strong small business. We're small, but we're growing. And, you know, we can really benefit other business owners because we're invested in this community.
Right, and you have a good pulse on the community. You know what's going on, you know what we have, you know what our demographics are, you know what the business wants, which I think is really important to the people up here. How do we get a hold of you?
So you can call us at our 661-526-5307. We're also, our office is located behind Buffalo Wild Wings. Our address is 40125 10th Street West, Suite Q in Palmdale. We're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5.
Great. Andrew, thank you for coming. Andrew's with Express Employment Professionals. If you're looking for a job or you're looking for an employee, Express Employment Professionals. We'll be right back.